A Vietnam hero. My Papa Ray served in the Vietnam War and is a brave hero. He wasn't born in a hospital like a normal child today would, and was born and raised in a little town called Apollo, Pennsylvania, 30 miles northeast of Pittsburgh, and grew up poor. He had a good childhood, 4 brothers and 5 sisters, and was the 9th out of 10. He said, "We grew up loving each other and having a good time. We made do with what we had." He was drafted in 1967, and he just turned 18. He also just moved to his sister's house and submitted his change of address to the draft board when they sent his notice. January of 1968 is when he went to Vietnam, right after New Year's. During the Tet Offensive, when the Vietnamese overran the mountains, he says, "I was in from 1968 to 1969, and I was home for Easter in 1969, but it was still going on when I left." Before the war started, he baled hay and cut grass. In school and during the summer, he would go up to New York and work on a farm. He quit school and was working at Ridge Lumber Company in Rochester, New York. He moved there to Aunt Louie and Larry in Canisius in a machine shop and only worked there for 3 weeks before he was drafted. He went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. The Vietnam War started on November 1st, 1955. He says, "When I went to Vietnam, it was the scariest thing I did in my life." He had to pull himself up by his bootstraps and understand what was going on. "That's when I realized that it would also be the best thing in my life. It taught me respect, honor, and self-worth. The whole platoon all helped each other carry them through the war. It was tough. People at home didn't support the war, so you were told one thing. They were told other things, and you didn't know who to believe. When I came home, people spat at me with disgrace. Most people felt lonely because they only got letters once a week, and if you didn't get mail from not talking to your parents or siblings, you do what you had to do just to keep going. Most of the people didn't like it, and that was a lot of the people back home. The people that had family involved were for it. At first, it was an unknown thing for me, after I was there for just a little bit of time, that this would be a life-changing event, not just for him, but for the world. So they knew they had to stop the communist program from taking over. Then it made sense, and he was okay with it then. He says that he grew up and he actually became a man after going to Vietnam. "I respected more things and looked at things differently. It made me a better person. They never told us to follow anything. They just discharged us and said, 'You're free to go. Go get a job and have fun.'" He suffered through sleepless nights, and he says that this first year was hell, and I had problems the very first year sleeping at night. Any kind of noise outside in the middle of the night, and he jumped. He smacked his brother in the face and laid him out on the floor when he tried to scare him coming up the stairs. It takes a long time once you come home to come back to reality. There's nothing set in stone for how long it can take for a soldier to recover. Sometimes it can take years. There were also emotional changes. After he was married to my Grammy, he says, "One night we were in bed and a car went down the road and backfired. Then they found me under the bed because the car backfiring sounded like a gunshot. That lasted for quite a while, and any kind of loud noise jumped him. It took him a long time to get over it. It made him a better person, and he was able to look at things in a different aspect. He was able to understand things a lot better because of the things they had to go through and overcome."